A simple nickel from 2005, 1973, or 1983 might seem like pocket change, but what if I told you some of these coins have sold for thousands due to rare, hidden errors? From dramatic doubling to off-center strikes and minting anomalies invisible to the untrained eye. These mistakes could turn an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. Could one of these rare gems be hiding in your collection? Stay with me as we break down the shocking details and reveal just how much these rare nickels are truly worth. The 2005 US nickel might look like just another coin in your pocket, but what if I told you that some of these nickels could be worth hundreds of thousands, or even millions of dollars? Hidden within the millions of nickels produced that year are rare errors and varieties that collectors are willing to pay a fortune for. So, how can you tell if you have one of these valuable nickels? Stay with me as we dive into the fascinating world of coin errors, minting secrets, and what makes this coin so special. To understand why the 2005 nickel is so unique, we need to look at its history. That year, the US Mint released two different reverse designs as part of the Westward Journey nickel series, commemorating the bicentennial of the Lewis and Clark expedition. One features a majestic American bison, symbolizing the wildlife encountered on their journey. The other, the Ocean in View design, represents their final destination along the Pacific coast. These designs weren't just visually striking. They also led to some incredible minting errors that turned ordinary nickels into treasures. Now, let's talk about the specifics. The 2005 nickel is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighing precisely 5.0 grams with a diameter of 21.21 millimeters. Most of these coins were minted in Philadelphia and Denver, with proof versions struck in San Francisco. But here's where things get interesting. Errors can occur at any stage of the minting process, and when they do, they can skyrocket a coin's value. Errors can make a coin worth significantly more than its face value. Common errors include die cracks, weak strikes, and misaligned dies. But it's the rare errors that get collectors truly excited. The most well-known among them? The legendary speared bison nickel. This error features a deep die gouge on the reverse that makes it appear as though a spear is piercing the bison's back. The moment collectors discovered this variety, its value soared. Depending on the condition, a speared bison nickel can fetch anywhere from several $100s to well over $1,000 at auction. But that's just the beginning. Imagine coming across an off-center strike, where the design is significantly misaligned. The more extreme the misalignment, the rarer the coin. A 50% off-center 2005 nickel could be worth thousands. Then, there are double die errors, where parts of the design appear doubled due to a misalignment in the die during striking. A strong double die obverse or reverse error could be worth a small fortune. Some errors are so rare they have yet to be fully documented. Coins struck on the wrong planchet, like a 2005 nickel mistakenly struck on a cent planchet, are worth thousands, if not tens of thousands. And then there's the full blockage error, where one side of the coin is completely blank due to an obstruction during striking. These are among the rarest and can command staggering prices at auction. Collectors have shared incredible stories of finding these rare nickels in everyday pocket change. One lucky individual unknowingly kept a speared bison nickel for years before realizing its value, ultimately selling it for several $1,000s. Another collector found an off-center error while searching through rolls of nickels from the bank, turning a small investment into a major payday. These stories prove that valuable coins are still out there, waiting to be discovered. So how do you identify these valuable nickels? The first step is using a magnifying glass or coin microscope to examine the details. Look for any anomalies, especially around the bison on the reverse. A die gouge resembling a spear? That could mean you have a speared bison variety. Check for doubling in the inscriptions or design elements. These are strong indicators of a valuable double die error. A coin scale and calipers can also help determine whether your nickel was struck on the wrong planchet. But finding a rare nickel is just the beginning. The value of these errors depends on rarity, condition, and demand. Grading plays a crucial role. Coins in mint state condition, especially those graded MS65 or higher, command the highest prices. Some speared bison nickels in pristine condition have sold for well over $5,000. Even minor errors in top condition can be worth hundreds. The rarest, most unique errors? Those are the ones that could break records at auction. When it's time to sell, there are multiple options. Online marketplaces like eBay can yield great results, but for high-value errors, professional auction houses such as Heritage Auctions or Stacksbowers are the way to go. Coin dealers and forums also offer opportunities to connect with serious collectors who know the true worth of rare finds. If you believe you have an exceptional error coin, getting it certified by PCGS or NGC can significantly increase its market value. So what's the most valuable 2005 nickel ever sold? That honor goes to an exceptionally rare, near-perfect speared bison that fetched a staggering five-figure price at auction. But remember, new discoveries are made all the time. The next big error variety might still be out there, waiting for someone like you to uncover it. In 1973, millions of Jefferson Nickels were minted, just like every other year. But what if I told you that hidden among them are rare mistakes? Coins with errors so significant that they could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Some collectors have even uncovered valuable error coins that completely changed their lives. And the best part? These rare finds could still be out there, sitting unnoticed in old coin rolls, pocket change, or collections waiting to be rediscovered. The Jefferson nickel has been a part of American coinage since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. By 1973, the minting process was highly refined, but no system is perfect. Minting errors happen, and when they do, they create rare and valuable anomalies that collectors will pay a fortune to own. The 1973 nickel was struck at three mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia mint didn't use a mint mark, while Denver used a D and San Francisco a proof-only S. While millions of these coins were produced, it's the small percentage of flawed, misstruck, and mistakenly made nickels that command astonishing prices in the collector's market. One of the most common and sought-after errors is the off-center strike. A coin is supposed to be perfectly centered in the striking chamber when the dies press the design onto the blank planchet. But sometimes, a planchet shifts slightly, resulting in an off-center image. The farther off-center the strike, the more valuable the coin becomes, especially if the date remains visible. A 1973 D nickel struck 40% off-center sold for over $300, and coins with more dramatic shifts have reached even higher prices. Another error type that makes collectors' hearts race is the double die. This occurs when the die, which imprints the design onto the coin, shifts slightly between strikes, causing parts of the design to appear doubled. The most famous double die coins, like the 1955 Lincoln cent, have sold for thousands, and while a major double die variety for the 1973 nickel isn't widely documented, minor doubling has been found. Collectors look for clear signs of doubling in words like liberty or in God we trust. A sharp eye and a magnifying glass could be all you need to identify one of these might seem like just another modern coin. Perhaps one of the most exciting errors among the millions of these coins minted. This occurs when a blank coin planchet could be worth hundreds of thousands from a metal sheet, or even more, in a missing for coin collectors and enthusiasts. A well-defined excitement lies can make a nickel worth significantly more than face value. We'll explore the fascinating world of the 2014 nickel with a dramatic curve, uncover the secrets behind its rare errors, and explain why these coins hold immense checking potential value. By the end of this video, doesn't look like you'll know exactly what to look for. But if there's one type of nickel that coins you've been holding onto, could be your ticket to a small Jefferson nickel. The Jefferson nickel, of Monticello, as we know it today, Thomas Jefferson's has been a cornerstone of American coinage since 1938. Struck in 2006, that display the design underwent a significant without interruptions, introducing a forward-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson like PCGS and an updated depiction of Monticello full steps nickels. By 2014, valuable finds. The minting process in high-grade coins was highly refined. Full steps 1973 technology have sold for thousands at auctions. The highest recorded sale for a full steps 1973 can and do happen. D nickel exceeding rare coins that collectors are eager to find. Even a seemingly the 2014 nickel can be a hidden treasure if the details are right. To understand what makes some of the rarest and most bizarre errors, it's important to delve into the world of mint when a nickel is mistakenly struck value of certain for a different denomination. Coin errors occur during the minting process, coins from other denominations accidentally end up in the striking chamber for nickels. About the circumstances under which the coin was created. Nickel Some errors are the result of damaged dyes. Instead of the usual nickel-silver preparation of planchets, the coin appeared reddish-brown. Still others occurred during the striking process. This mistake led to a coin worth over $1,500. Make the coins stand out from their standard counterparts. Have been found struck on them into rare collectibles, resulting in a thinner, collectors treasure these anomalies for their rarity and the insight they offer into the intriguing process of missing mint marks. But not all errors are created equal. While Philadelphia-produced nickels some are naturally lack and require close inspection. There have been rumors of Denver and San Francisco mint marks missing due to dye polishing errors. It's this variability that makes searching for error coins extremely valuable, challenging, and rewarding. Collectors among the most sought-after errors, some coins have had their mint marks removed where elements of the coin's design are considered true errors due to a misalignment during the hubbing process. How can you find one of these rare 1973 doubling might be visible on the date? The best place to start is with coin rolls, even the intricate details of Monticello and estate sales. These errors are not only rare but also visually striking, meaning rare making them highly desirable to collectors. Another error to watch for is the off-center strikes, where the design is noticeably misaligned, unusual colors that could indicate the more dramatic the misalignment. Having a good magnifier and a digital scale can help you detect these valuable coins and cuds. If you believe you found damage to the dyes used in professional grading is essential. Create unique patterns on the coin surface that collectors love to seek out. Can significantly one of the most fascinating aspects of the grading process ensures authenticity for planchet and provides a standardized assessment of blank metal disc, which is crucial when selling a high-value process. When it comes time to occur if the collectors have several properly prepared or online platforms like eBay. Examples include clipped planchets and live auction of the disc is opportunities to get top-dollar alloy rare find, which can result in unusual coloration or surface texture. As some dealers these errors are relatively rare. Knowing what your coin is worth increase a coin's value ensures you get the best possible price. Coins with planchet errors some of the most expensive thousands of dollars at auction. Nickels to illustrate the allure of error staggering prices at auctions. Let's take a look at a few one of the highest value from collectors came from a nearly flawless full-step specimen. One collector discovered a 2014 nickel with a pronounced double die error widely on the reverse side. Some have exceeded the doubling was evident in the inscription tens of thousands of dollars, and the architectural details of Monticello worth hundreds of thousands. After getting the coin professionally graded, the collector sold it for over $5,000. Only time will tell. Another collector is that history has shown time found an off-center overlooked coins have resurfaced to become some of the most valuable. The coin's design was misaligned by for those hoping to get started in coin leaving collecting a large blank area expand their search for hidden treasures. This dramatic error was auctioned off for $1,200. Error coins are out there. These stories highlight a trained eye rewards of taking a closer look at the coins. Some of the greatest discoveries identifying valuable everyday people sorting through their requires patience, unaware that they were holding a piece of history. The first step is to closely examine your coins under proper lighting, using a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to spot any anomalies. Pay particular attention to the date, mint mark, and inscriptions, as these areas are common locations for errors like doubling or misalignment. Don't forget to inspect the edges and rims of the coin, as clipping or unusual finishes can also indicate valuable errors. If you come across a coin that appears unusual or different, it's important to have it professionally assessed. Coin grading services can authenticate and evaluate the condition of your coin, providing an expert opinion on its rarity and value. For those who want to actively search for error coins, roll hunting is a popular and rewarding hobby. Many collectors purchase rolls of nickels from banks and sort through them in search of hidden gems. This method requires time and persistence, but as the stories we've shared demonstrate, the potential payoff can be well worth the effort. Keep in mind that most coins you find will be standard issues, but the occasional discovery of a rare error coin makes the hunt incredibly exciting. So, what are the rarest and most valuable 2014 nickels? Let's start with double die errors. Among the coins known to exist, one with doubling in the word Liberty and the date 2014 is particularly prized. This coin, discovered by a hobbyist in pocket change, was sold at auction for $8,000. Off-center strikes are another category with high value. A 2014 nickel with a 75% off-center strike, meaning only a small portion of the design was properly struck, recently sold for over $10,000 due to its dramatic appearance and rarity. Finally, there's the mystery of the multi-strike error coin. This 2014 nickel, struck multiple times due to a malfunctioning press, features overlapping images that create a surreal, almost abstract effect. It was sold for $15,000 and remains one of the most talked about error coins of the year. These extraordinary examples underscore the importance of checking every coin you come across. While not every 2014 nickel is a hidden treasure, the potential to find a valuable error coin is real. Even if you don't stumble upon a jackpot coin, the process of searching and learning about numismatics is a rewarding hobby in itself. As you gain experience, you'll develop an appreciation for the artistry, history, and quirks that make coin collecting such a fascinating pursuit. Before we conclude, let's go over some practical tips for preserving your coins and maximizing their value. First, handle your coins with care. Use gloves or hold them by the edges to avoid smudging or scratching the surface. Store them in protective holders or albums to prevent damage from environmental factors like humidity and dust. If you suspect you've found a valuable coin, resist the urge to clean it. Cleaning can reduce a coin's value by altering its natural patina or causing microscopic scratches. Instead, consult a professional numismatist or grading service for advice on preservation and authentication. Networking with other collectors is another valuable resource. Joining coin clubs, attending shows, or participating in online forums can help you stay informed about trends in the hobby and connect with experts who can offer guidance. Many seasoned collectors are happy to share their knowledge and tips, making the community a supportive and welcoming space for newcomers. Finally, remember that the joy of collecting lies not just in the monetary value of your finds, but in the stories and history they represent. Each error coin is a snapshot of a moment in time, a glimpse into the complexities of the minting process, and a testament to the unexpected beauty of imperfection. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual hobbyist, the search for rare coins like the 2014 nickel is a journey worth taking. Who knows? The next time you check your pocket change or sort through a roll of nickels, you might just uncover a piece of history and a coin worth far more than its face value. So, keep your eyes open and your magnifying glass handy. The next great discovery could be right in your hands. The 1983 US nickel might seem like just another ordinary coin. But what if I told you that some of these nickels have been discovered with rare errors that make them worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, or even more? It's not just about age or rarity. It's about the hidden details that turn a simple 5-cent piece into a collector's dream. Let's start with the basics. The 1983 Jefferson nickel was minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, with no mint mark for Philadelphia, a D for Denver, and an S for San Francisco. While billions of these nickels were produced, only a handful have been found with specific errors that significantly increase their value. What kind of errors, you ask? Let's break them down one by one, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for in your own change. One of the most common yet valuable errors is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin blank, or planchet, isn't properly aligned during the minting process, causing part of the design to be missing. The more off-center the strike, the rarer the coin. A 1983 nickel with a 50% off-center strike can easily sell for over $200, and if the date is still visible, the value skyrockets even further. Then, there's the double die error. This occurs when the coin is struck by a misaligned or double die, creating a slightly overlapping or blurred effect on the lettering or design. Some of the most valuable 1983 nickels feature doubling on the word Liberty or on Jefferson's eye. A strong double die obverse can fetch hundreds, sometimes even thousands, of dollars, depending on the clarity and condition. Another rare error to watch for is the clipped planchet. This happens when a portion of the coin is missing due to an error in the cutting process. While some collectors might mistake these for post-mint damage, true clipped planchets have a distinct curve and consistent edge details. Depending on the size and severity of the clip, these nickels can be worth anywhere from $50 to $500. Perhaps the most exciting variety is the full steps designation. Full steps nickels refer to those with an exceptionally clear and complete strike of Monticello staircase. Normally, due to wear or weak strikes, the steps appear blurred or incomplete. But a well-preserved 1983 nickel with full, uninterrupted steps in high mint state condition can command prices upwards of $3,000 or more. These are incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. But what about die cracks and cuds? These are minor but intriguing errors caused by damage to the coin dies over time. A cud is a raised bump of metal caused by a piece of the die breaking away. while die cracks appear as fine lines across the surface. While not all die cracks are valuable, dramatic examples with large breaks can be worth hundreds of dollars. Real-life stories of lucky collectors make this hunt even more thrilling. Take the case of a man who unknowingly spent years using a rare full steps 1983 nickel in everyday transactions, only to later realize it was worth thousands. Or another collector who found a dramatic off-center strike nickel in a roll of bank coins, turning a simple $2 purchase into a massive payday. So how can you tell if you have one of these valuable nickels? Start by examining the mint mark and checking for any visible errors under a magnifying glass. If you notice doubling, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or exceptionally detailed steps, you might be sitting on a rare find. Investing in a simple coin microscope can also help spot minor details that could mean the difference between a common nickel and a highly valuable one. Grading is also crucial in determining the true worth of a coin. Professional services like PCGS and NGC can authenticate and grade your nickel on a scale from poor P1 to mint state MS 70. A higher grade means a higher value, with MS 65 and above commanding significant premiums. Coins with full steps receive a special FS designation, which can exponentially increase their price. Once you've identified a potentially valuable nickel, where do you sell it? Online auction sites like eBay and Heritage Auctions are excellent places to list high-value coins. Local coin shops and collectors' conventions also provide opportunities to negotiate prices directly with enthusiasts. The key to maximizing your return is proper storage. Use protective holders or flips to prevent scratches and tarnishing. Before we wrap up, let's highlight the most valuable 1983 nickel errors one more time. The off-center strike, the double die obverse, clipped planchets, full steps varieties, and dramatic die cracks. These are the key factors that can turn an ordinary coin into a treasure worth thousands. With billions of 1,983 nickels in circulation, rare finds are still out there waiting to be discovered. So, the next time you come across a 1983 nickel, don't just toss it aside. Take a closer look, because you never know. You might just be holding a small fortune in your hands.